Hi, my name's Simon Belcher. I'm from England. I moved over here to Koh Samui in Thailand about 5.5 years ago. We set Orion Retreat up 5 years ago, this month in August 2013. I am one of the owners of Orion and also one of the owners of the resort here. I'm a partner in Orion with Ari. The vision for the resort is to create a completely wellness orientated resort experience. There are many people who want to be in this environment but not necessarily committed to doing a program. But they want to be in an environment where the restaurant is serving only vegetarian, vegan food. There's morning yoga, there's activities like we do aquafit and cooking classes, raw food cooking classes, etc., etc. These kind of like things that we're offering within the program, but also just kind of making those available for people that just want to come in and dip into the experience, or just as a kind of alternative holiday. I think traditionally, if I think back to like when I was younger, and traditionally holidays were the opportunity to kind of get away and in a way experience excesses in a lifestyle that was quite almost a lot poorer than a lot of people live now. I think, if we go back 20, 30, even 40 years ago, people were living much more humble lives than they do now. So the annual holiday was very much an opportunity to go away and eat a lot, drink a lot, indulge. I think that's the word. I think these days people are indulging almost daily. So we're offering a different approach to escapism there, which is actually, in a way, not escaping. It's actually about really being with yourself, really connecting with yourself, and finding that work-life balance within yourself, I suppose. For most people, their main motivator for doing this will be some kind of physical need. Yeah, it's often weight. One of the symptoms of the modern life and the imbalances of the modern life is that the body accumulates a lot of mass, or there may be some disease or other kind of like physical condition. And of course, it's important that these conditions are healed, and that is very much what our programs are designed to do. So we look at the physical healing from various kind of different perspectives. We look at diet. Diet's immensely important, of course. We cleanse the body, so stripping out all the toxic foods that have accumulated, often over years and years. Often when you see someone with a kind of big gut here, it's not fat, it's literally old food that they're carrying around, and the body's response to what we call unhealthy food. So that would include things like refined sugars and flour, alcohol, coffee, all the stuff we love, creates an acidic environment in the body. And the body's response, in order to just kind of protect itself from this acidity, is to secrete a mucus inside, which protects all the sensitive, delicate layers of the digestive system from the acidity. And this mucus that's secreted accumulates. We continue to eat more and more sugar, flour, etc., meat, meat is another one as well too that creates a lot of acidity in the body. So this mucus kind of accumulates, and as it accumulates, we need more and more food for the goodness of the food to get through to the organs of the digestive system. So that becomes a kind of an ever-increasing spiral of getting bigger and bigger and bigger and needing more and more food to satisfy yourself. And then you never really feel satisfied because this mucoid plaque in the intestine creates a physical barrier between the food and your organs, so the organs are not able to take the goodness from the food. So when we do the cleansing, we're stripping out all this mucoid plaque, and also parasites, which can be a major cause of many health issues, and also a cause for our cravings. So many of us are playing host to a whole world of parasites that are within us, and they constantly need feeding. So through this process of cleansing and the colonic cleansing and using the different additives like the garlic and the apple cider vinegar and the coffee that we add to the water, not only does this physically strip away this plaque, it will also kill off the parasites. There are other things we do as well too, to make sure that this happens. We use various herbs and supplements as well too, that you're rid of the parasites. So that's kind of like the first step, which is just like cleaning out, sweeping out. This process we do using self-administered colonics, which is we set the equipment up in your bathrooms. So it's something you can just do privately at your own pace in your own time. This system is more than enough to clear out a lot of the toxins and the debris that have accumulated. But time to time there may be really deep residues, and I'm going here because often they can be like right up here as well too, and a little bit of extra help is needed to reach those. And in that case, we would refer someone to go for colonic hydrotherapy. There's an amazing man that we work with called Magic Hands. Well, he's not called Magic Hands, we call him Magic Hands. And he's really dedicated his life to doing this. I always say to people, he'll just squeeze you out like a tube of toothpaste. If there's anything left in there, he'll find it and get that out. But whilst this physical detoxification and cleanse is going on, then there is a non-physical cleansing that's starting to happen. So I'd like to share a few examples with you. One guest, for example, he'd come here through medication, Western medication. He'd accumulated about 100 pounds in excess of weight, and within 10 days, so was unable to sit comfortably on the aeroplane, even unable to lie on his front, in bed or something. And within 10 days of being here, had already lost quite a bit of weight, about 14-15 pounds or something, and was able to sit comfortably and lie down on his front. So just simple things that sometimes we take for granted. Not everybody can take these things for granted, and losing a bit of weight, cleansing, can really make significant changes that have real everyday life consequences. Then there's also a process then of really introducing a lot of nutrients into the body, a very nutrient dense diet. And when I say diet, that will involve, for most guests anyway, a juice only diet for between about 7 to 21 days, depending on the length of the program. But a 7-day juice fast for most people will bring about a huge amount of benefit and a big shift as well too. We realise that for a lot of people that even in their kind of daily diet, they're not actually getting enough nutrition in that. So many people have a fear that when they're not going to eat, that they're somehow going to be lacking in energy. You know, people have real fears of even dying when they don't eat. These are really kind of hardwired beliefs from childhood. So, but this very rich, nutrient-dense, juice-only diet then, as I say, really rebuilds the body with a lot of vitamins and enzymes, etc. But because we're removing any fiber from the diet and anything for the body to digest, it means that the digestive system has a complete break. And this is what is called fasting. And so for a lot of people, the thought of fasting can bring up a lot of fear and a lot of resistance. We are very much brought up and educated to believe that we need 3 meals a day. And so fasting isn't really part of our culture. But the way that we have structured the program and the daily schedule as well too, introducing, say, these nutrient-dense juices and also combining those with supplements, and then some special what we call detox drinks or detox shakes, which are a blend of water with psyllium husk and bentonite clay, which really kind of introduce fiber into the system as well too. So these allay a lot of hunger pangs. In the meantime, because we're cleansing out the digestive tract, which now is able to just take those nutrients and vitamins and enzymes immediately from the juices, it means that there isn't any hunger. The reason that we feel hunger, even if we've just eaten, you know, like one of those huge big pizzas and we still feel hungry, is because the nutrients from that food are not being absorbed by the intestinal tract. So once that's cleansed out, we're able to almost immediately get the benefit from the food and the juices. So as I